I am ready.
They promised me so much.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the scariest fucking thing you'll ever see in your life. Yes, this is exactly what you think it is. The final boss of Doom 1. The Spider Mastermind. That was uncalled for, douchebag. I really wish it would give me the document to read on it. Oh shit. This is one of the reasons I love this friggin' reboot so much. Oh, that's not even right. You're a dick, you know that. I love the more you fight it, like the more destabilized and fucked up it gets. Could you imagine doing this on friggin' Ultra Nightmare? God damn. I'm only on Ultra Violence. There's still Nightmare and then Ultra Nightmare after that. You done trying to fight the inevitable? Yeah. And now welcome to the... Oh.
You've won. It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched your work, come to understand your motivation. You think the only way is to kill them all, leave nothing behind. And you may be right. But we can't just shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree. But with this, we can continue our work. I am not the villain in this story. I do what I do because there is no choice.
Rerouting tether coordinates complete.
Our time is up. I can't kill you, but I won't have you standing in our way. Until we see each other again.
Welcome to the biggest bullshit history in all of... Bullshit ending in all of history. Ah! Now you understand why I've been bitching of this entire freaking game about there needing to be a sequel? Now do you understand? I am actually gonna let the credits roll though, because it is pretty cool. But yeah, I give this game a fucking 10. I'm not even kidding. I love everything about this game. Even though it frustrates me sometimes because I miss one secret. But, you know, that's just something stupid that I'll have to get over. That's not the game's fault. Well, it is, for being a douche. But, you know. I think this is seriously not only the best Doom installment, in my opinion, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, I say that only because not only is it an entirely new game on its own, and the perfect reboot, to be honest, you can't argue with that statement at least, but also because of the fact that it blends it perfectly seamlessly blends all of the new aspects and mechanics with the old school feeling of light exploration and intense gun battles and just all around fucking craziness. The only difference, in my opinion, being that instead of having about 1 million enemies on screen all at once, in some cases, like in Doom 2, where shit was just so chaotic and out of order, this game is more organized with certain enemies being in certain places. And if you're doing an arena, there's a crap ton of enemies and they come in waves. So, I don't know, I mean, I'm not shitting on the old ones at all. The old ones are pretty damn good too. But this is definitely my favorite. You know, and if they actually make a sequel, I have no idea how they would do it. Because I kept up with this game the fucking, like, 4 years before it was even an actual thing. I ended up with this back when it was supposed to be Doom 4. And I could never figure out what the hell they were going to do, even when they changed it to just Doom. They were pretty tight-lipped on it, and usually I have a pretty good way of getting a hold of information that that I want to know about games and stuff, but I'm not complaining either, because if any of that would have been spoiled, I would have been pissed before I even played it. And my first experience playing this was probably one of my best all-time gaming experiences altogether, because it was amazing. And even just replaying it now, despite the fact that I was, oh, that's so cool. Despite the fact that I was, you know, doing a 100% playthrough and I kind of fucked it up the last couple levels towards the end, but again, that's not even like a really big deal. But other than that, I really loved playing this again too. And Ultraviolence actually was a little bit of a challenge. I died. I'll tell you in a second. 1, 2, 3, 9, 16, 29, 30, 48, 58, 61, 70, 75. I died 77 times in this whole fucking game. Holy shit. What? There's no way. Alright, bringing out the calculator. Wow, holy shit. 77 times I died. Throughout the entire game. That's not including failing challenges and the like 2 intentional suicides I had out of the entire game. Actually, it was like 4, but you know. And I don't mean, oh yeah, I killed myself. That's a death. That doesn't count. Those do count. I marked those down. Anytime I died or I killed myself, they counted. But the couple, very, very few times out of the entire game in which I deliberately killed myself to restart a checkpoint or something, those don't count. I only say that because it only happened because I made it happen. You know what I mean? I literally was like announcing it. You know what? I'm going to kill myself, or blow myself up or whatever for this purpose. It was a goal, not a death. It's just how I look at it anyways. No, yeah, 77 deaths. It's crazy. It didn't seem like that long of a... But also you take into account how many fucking demons I've killed too. There's probably like 1,000 imps at least. So But yeah, that's the ending of the game. Not even kidding. I don't remember there being anything after the credits. That's another reason why I'm letting it roll. But that's it. You get I don't know. The biggest question I have though is where the hell were you tethered to? Well, that's actually a double question. Like the first time when he's talking to you, like it's an area you haven't seen out of the entire game, and all of a sudden you're there, and then the Crucible is supposed to have the ability to not only be a powerful, like, regular, normal sword, like the friggin' way the Doom Marine was using it to kill the Wraiths, but also a tool to be able to open and close portals between Hell and our world, between the dimensions, with no problem. But that's the only thing I know about it. And that's what you use. And it really makes you wonder though, did you really get told to just use that because? And then Samuel did more research on it? Or was there more to it and were you just set up to bring that to him? Because if you notice, as soon as he grabs it from you, he already knows how the fuck to use it. And he, like, turns it into some, like, big, almost, like, Argent plasma-like sword. Which was actually pretty cool. But it's like, how did he know how to do that if none of the demons or anything else ever had? And I know that's kind of being presumptuous and just assuming, but I mean, if anyone else knew how to wield that thing and turn it into the sword that Samuel did, obviously they'd be friggin' using it, because who the hell wouldn't? You know what I mean? Unless the demons fear it for some reason. But of course, that'd have to be like a whole nother like background story on its own. But how about that? Friggin' Olivia, biggest fucking idiot out of all of them. Insults everybody else in the entire world for being dumb and this and that and the other. And all I can do is just laugh and think of those friggin' horrible DJ Khaled like memes and gifs with the congratulations, you played yourself. Because that's exactly what she did. She played herself and allowed herself to get played by the spider demon mastermind. I would love to see how the second one turns out. Because all that happened, and that's basically how it went in the original Doom. Except for in the bonus map, then you actually had to do, at the last episode, you had to do a double boss fight with a Cyber Demon Lord. I don't know why they call them Cyber Demons in Doom 3 and in this, but in Doom 1 and 2 they were called Cyber Demon Lord. I don't know. They're the same damn thing, but anyway. So yeah, fucking potato. Yeah, and at the end of the original Doom, that bonus episode I had mentioned, there was a double boss fight with a Spider Demon Mastermind and a Cyber Demon Lord. So it's just kind of like, whoa, hey, I just killed both of you, in the other episodes. So how the hell? So that was pretty cool. You like a little about it? Sorry. But that was pretty cool. It was kind of a little bonus thing. But then in Doom 2, not only are those both in there, but they're also back somehow. I don't know if it's like the same ones or if there's multiple ones or what, but that's just how it was. And there was a couple times there was like a double boss fight with them actually, or a surprise one by itself and its minions. And then it ended up being the Icon of Sin as the final boss fight. So I don't know, I guess what I'm saying is, in the sequel, I wouldn't be surprised if there was either at least one other or multiple other Spider Demon Masterminds or Cyber Demon Lord. And that's if they even do a sequel, and that's if they did, if it was an actual like reboot. Well, I mean, it will still be a reboot because it's a sequel to a reboot. But you know what I mean, if it's like a reboot of the second one, or if it's just gonna be a rebooted sequel to the reboot. If I'm making any sense with that. Like, this game is a reboot of basically, actually, it's kind of a combination of Doom 1 and 2. And I say that only because a lot, some of the weapons, like the super shotgun, I think the super shotgun was actually the only weapon. The super shotgun, power-ups like invulnerability, basically any power-up besides Berserk. Yeah, because the only original power-ups were Berserk and Mega Health. Then they added invulnerability, they added the Mega Sphere or Soul Sphere or whatever. Because Mega Health originally only gave you 200% health. And then you had, was it Mega Armor maybe? They gave you 200 armor. And then there was the Soul Sphere, or Mega Sphere or whatever, that was added in Doom 2, which was actually a combination of the both. So it gave you Mega Health and Mega Armor. Oh, that's right. It was Mega Armor because Mega Armor was blue. It looked just like the green pickup in this game, but it was blue. And then Mega Health was basically a sphere that was blue with a face in it. You know, and all the power-ups were like that. They had different faces for different reasons. And then, honestly, the Mega Health face kind of looked like the Devil May Cry with the blue demon stones there that increase your health. Like, it had a face like just like that. And then in Doom 2, like I said, they made the Mega Sphere, which was brown and looked like a really messed up face, and it was a combination of the two. Well, in this game, Mega Health is just, you know, what you've seen me pick up so many times, and it does both of those things. So, and then there's the Super Shotgun, which is in this, along with a ton of new weapons that weren't in any of the games before. There's invisibility is taken out, which kind of sucked. Well, actually, it's online. Online multiplayer has invisibility. Invulnerability wasn't added until the second game. Hell time, which I don't even remember if that was in Doom 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure, maybe it was part of invulnerability. Hell time was something they added in Doom 3. Long story short, it would basically slow down time a little bit. And there was a power-up in, I believe it was Doom 2, that would change the screen to like inverted black and white. It was really weird, and it would slow down time and increase your strength. I'm pretty sure that was the invulnerability that did that, actually. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff like that, as well as the enemies, like the Mancubi and the Cyber Mancubi. I actually don't remember Cyber Mancubi even being a thing, but regular Mancubi weren't added until Doom 2. The Revenants weren't added until Doom 2. The Summoner, which in my buddy Will's basically like opinion / theories there, the Summoners are based off of the Archvile. The Archvile basically did the same thing, except instead of summoning more enemies, it would revive ones that you'd already killed. And at a much quicker rate, because it would just run right up into them and just resurrect them. But it also did the same thing that the Summoner does, except instead of flying around, it walked really fucking fast. And it would raise its arms up while looking at you and screech, and a line of fire would go across the ground and scorch you. And the only way to avoid being hit, the only way, was to break line of sight behind an object or whatever, or corner even. Otherwise, it did the exact same thing in this. So I mean, I could go on and on with what I can remember, and it's just little stuff like that that's like all meshed in here and into this. So it's like, that's why I said it, this is like the perfect reboot, because it's mostly Doom 1, but it's even got like a little bit of Doom 2 here and there, which were the new element, because as I've said before a few times, Doom 2 was basically just a giant standalone expansion of Doom 1. So again, this game is the perfect freaking combination, because it has all of, well, obviously not all of, but you know what I'm saying, like 90% of Doom 1, like, to it, as its overall design and whatnot, as well as Doom 2 with the newer enemies and added bonuses and shit like that, and weapons and power-ups and whatnot. And as well as this game brought some new fresh stuff for the same old stuff and made it better, like the whole mega health thing. And you know, it's stuff like that that just, in my opinion, makes it the perfect reboot of like all time, as well as probably the best Doom game. Well, you can't say best, because the original of whatever will always be the best, but again, you know, you get the gist of what I'm saying here. At least I hope. And so I don't think if they do a sequel it'll be a direct reboot of Doom 2. I think it will actually just be its own thing, which is cool, so long as it stays true to this formula that they've already created, that they have going on. And then, you know, whatever after that is pretty much up in the air, because let's be honest, even if they are making a sequel, it ain't gonna be for like another year or two. But, you know, I definitely look forward to the possibility of that happening, because this was amazing. So if they did this and then made the maps even bigger, just like Doom 1, Doom 2 originally did, that would just blow my mind. And these maps aren't small, they're pretty friggin' big. There was a couple levels halfway through the whole stream with this that took me like 2 hours. You know, and that's with previous playthrough experience. And for the most part, knowing what the hell I was doing. Again, for the most part. You know. But, yeah. All the other videos I will be uploading pretty soon. I'm slowly working on it here and there. It's just a real pain in the ass process when I actually have access to a laptop or a computer. I mean, whatever, same thing. So I hope you guys like that. Again, I give this game a fucking 10 out of 10 because it is just amazing in every way, shape, and form. I can honestly not think of a single thing to not like about this game. Between the actual core gameplay, the classic old school meshed with new school, and the way it blends, the overall gameplay, the mechanics, the story, the audio, the sound effects, the music. Oh, the killer music tracks. Oh. You know, which are dynamic if you hadn't noticed. They kind of change up depending on what you're doing and how the combat's going. Especially during glory kills. And the fact that we have campaign multiplayer, which is actually pretty cool. You know, when I finally get internet service here, well, not internet service, but in PlayStation, you know, Plus membership there, and I play some multiplayer, I'll do a couple videos on that. That won't be for quite a while, though. And then SnapMap, I've spent a lot of time with, actually. I love it, and they're always adding, like, yes, there's the DLC and everything else, but they're always coming up with more stuff. And it's like free updates and everything. Like the recent one just added, like it says, Blood Rush and Possession, which are 2 new game modes for multiplayer. Classic DooM content for SnapMap to build your maps with. The old school stuff. And arcade mode for campaign, which I was actually trying. So, yeah, I mean, I cannot complain about this game. The only thing I can complain about is the sequel not coming anytime soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know my videos were a little awkward pacing, and again, I had to replay a couple of them. But, you know, I did what I could to the best of my abilities with what limited fucking resources I have here, so don't beat on me too much. But that's it for DooM. As far as I know, as far as I have planned, this is it for DooM. So, I mean, next it's kind of next I'm probably going to do Outlast, just because it's short and I already had plans for that. But then it's kind of a toss-up between Until Dawn and Metro 2033, and just kind of going to see how it goes from here. So, thank you for watching. There's definitely more to come. So bye for now. Oh, also, I got the platinum. It's actually pretty badass looking. I'm looking at it right now. But yeah, anyway, bye.